like, yeah, we did the thing Heaven's Door, knocking on Heaven's Door. I'll give a short version. So there I am. I hear there's a door and it's supposed to lead to heaven. So I go there and I feel like I have a pretty good spiritual resume. And I knock on the door and it opens immediately and there's God, which was a little disconcerting. It seemed like, how could he be there so fast? And so then I look at God and I go, God, can I come in? And he looks right at me and goes, Paul, can't come in. So I get really pissed off. I get bummed out and I go and work harder. I go to 6 continents. I meditate on fucking permafrost. I do everything. I come back. I'm very, very confident I'm getting in. And I knock on the door and the door opens. All of a sudden, I look at God. I say, God, can I come in? And he goes, Paul can't come in. This time I get really bummed out and I say, fuck all this. I start partying and shit like that. One night I slip on a rock, fall in the river. I get washed down the river. I come to the shore and I'm right near Heaven's Door. And something happens to me with that little bit rude awakening of the river ride. I get to the door, knock on it. God answers it. I ask God, can I come in? God says, Paul can't come in. And I walk right in. Yeah. Yes? God wasn't saying I can't come in. He was saying Paul can't come in. What you're not can't enter the kingdom of heaven because it doesn't exist. Yeah? As soon as I saw I wasn't Paul, that entry into heaven, which was being kept from me as Paul, I could have walked in the first fucking time. Yeah? God was just telling the truth. Paul can't come in. Tariq can't come in. Michael can't come in. But we're already in. Yeah? This is the message. So Tariq's not going to get the message because you are that. That's it. Yeah? Everyone. All right, so they do a trickery. They go, well, I'm going to be that. If I purify, right? I've got to go through a lot of purification, then a lot of practice, and then I will be that which I've been looking for. But I'm not now. What the statement is you are what you're looking for. Yeah? No conditions need to be changed unless they need to be changed. But there's no need to change conditions or circumstances or situations because you are that. You are that. Not that you can be that. You will be that. You were once that. No, you are that. You haven't lost it. You can't acquire it. Yes? It's just pointing out to you the obscuring agent to the truth is the seeking for the truth, using the truth. Yes? What wants to stop the stirring of the pot is the stirring of the pot. Yeah? All the activity that are moving Tariq's eyes right now is that activity is hoping someday it can produce stillness. But all it will do is produce activity. Now, when Tariq and Paul hears this message, it can be a bummer. When what you are hears the message, it's relief. It's the same message, but for the ears to hear it. Yeah. I feel like this is an incredible gospel. This is a bringer of good news. I do. Yeah. When the individual hears it, it can bum them out completely because their whole story was based on them arriving somewhere and finally getting absolution and relevance. Yeah? You don't need any of that. That's the mental state playing God. So, and if it doesn't seem to have any hold on you, then do what you really feel called to do. And when that shit fails you, it will succeed by its failing. Yeah? This isn't sort of like you're going to a certain school and you have to take non-duality as a fucking to get 3 credits. No. If it doesn't make sense to you, do what makes sense to you. Yeah? And know for sure that if you're led back here, the shit that needed to be done will have been done, and you will be convinced. Yeah? So it's not like anything has ever been wasted. It's all being used, yeah, beautifully. And a lot of shit is, like the Course in Miracles says, what can a failed system show you? Well, the answer is it's failed, yeah? So try to seek for the truth with the truth. See what happens. It's probably going to fail you, which is going to be quite successful, yeah? If you can't learn from others, then learn from your own experiences. Here you have hundreds of years of of spiritual seeking by some people that are fucking pretty damn good at that, and they're here listening to this message, yeah? Because they've run into the conclusion, yeah, that they were using what they are to look for what they are. They have, yeah? What's one to do then? I don't know, come to a non-duality Zoom talk, yeah? And have it repeated so there can be a recognition, yeah? Because in my experience with it, it was like an unspoken yes, yeah? I just felt it. When I heard it a couple of times, a message. Then there's one time I heard it and it was like I knew it before all attempts to know anything else, yeah? And then that unspoken yes, over time, through observation, I can see it as the last answer. And what's so beautiful about the last answer, it negates all need for any more answers concerning the topic, yeah? It's done. It's done. It's just done. And all the specialness of Paul had to die along the way, you know? All the relevance of Paul kept being seen through, yeah? But the usefulness of Paul has been put to great use, in my view, yeah? So there you go, bro.
Thanks.
You may not believe it, but you're in very good hands. See, in a dualistic way, there's 2 ways you can look at it. You can look at I am that absolute by seeing what you're not, or you can look at it as an activity, which is called dreaming, and that you and I are dreaming ourselves out of the dreaming, and as we do, the dream will get happier. Now, in a dream that is interpreted in a dualistic manner, sometimes what precedes the happiness is being bummed out. And then there's a royal fucking, or not a happiness, but a new basis gets determined, yes? So basically there's, and then there's, yeah? So as we're dreaming, the dream is going to get happier. Yeah, isn't that a beautiful, lovely statement? So coming to these Zooms could be construed as dreaming oneself out of the dreaming. Yeah? And as we do, the dream will become happier. And sometimes how it becomes happier is getting more bummed out for a phase. Yeah? This is called duality. Yeah? A lot of times, like they say, the darkest hour is before the dawn. Why is that? A dualistic expression, if I ever heard one, right? It gets the darkest before the light shows up. What? Yeah. You may be having that experience. So all the hopefulness and all the relevance, the mental state was milking from this idea of being a spiritual seeker has now been seen to be pointless. Oh, the fucking, let's say the blow-up doll got deflated. Oh, it feels fucking terrible as the blow-up doll, but you're not the blow-up doll. Yeah? Its contraction may be your expansion. Yeah. Yeah. All right, bro. Take it easy. Yeah, take it easy.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks. I will.
And we appreciate you here, just like Randy and James and Alan and everyone else. Yeah. It's amazing what can happen in these hour and a half. Yeah. How could you imagine how, a life can be turned into a traveling lighter life just by attending Zooms? It's mind-boggling to me. Yeah. You can be laying down, you could be having lunch, you could be fucking doing tons of shit. It's incredible. What more do you want? They used to ask you have to climb a 20,000-meter mountain. Now, all you got to do is lift your head up from a pillow to hear the message. Jesus Christ. But I want it to stabilize. Do you realize experiences aren't meant to always be expansive? The expansion gets produced by a contraction in experience. We're in a dualistic dreaming. Yes? You see it? There can't be one without the other. Why you wish to have stabilization? Because you haven't had any stabilization. That's all it goes. It's like a slinky. Yeah? Everyone has beautiful shares, and then the word but appears, and then there's the Pledge of Allegiance to fucking time and space and wishing for stabilization. Instead, they go, I feel really incredibly light today. Bingo, stop right there. But will it be like this on Tuesday, 2023, April? I want fucking assurance that I'm going to be feeling just as I am now 3 years from now. What would wish for that? What? Anything near what you are? Of course not. It's like having someone else write your Christmas present list, and then when you get it, it has nothing to do with what you wish for, and yet you keep fucking sending the same list 50 fucking years. There's something living as you that's not you. I want to get an app so I can enter the square, and before I Zen bitch slap you, I'm going to slap my fucking self.